I came up here, I was planning to speak, my theme this week is nature. I wanted to come talk about nature, and I'm going to talk about nature, I promise. I'm on my way to talk about nature. But once again, as I was sitting, I could not help. I was looking once again at the sign that says ASCAP, okay? I was once again in a great organization. I'm just talking about the word. Nobody get pissed off, but ASCAP. Once again, I was looking at the word ASCAP while I was sitting here listening to great musicians, and I got to tell you, I don't even have any idea what I'm talking about, but I got to talk about ASCAP for a little bit. Because, we picture ASCAP, ASCAP, and I was thinking, like, how do you sell an ASCAP? What do you do with an ASCAP? So some things popped in mind, so please bear with me if it's really bad, don't throw anything. But I was thinking about ASCAP, and I was thinking about commercials, because I'm picturing an ASCAP. What a great word. That's like the greatest word ever. ASCAP. It's right there behind me. So I was thinking of commercials for an ASCAP, and here's what I came up with, so bear with me while I was sitting there, okay? If you want to be top of your class, you got to wear the ass. ASCAP. Popped in my head, right? And then this one, if you want your headgear to make you look like a butthead, you better wear the ASCAP. ASCAP, that's where it is. Or maybe ASCAP is not actually like a cap. Maybe it's like something we all want to get invited up to after a good date, Like maybe I picture the girl saying, Sean, thank you for dinner. Would you like to come up to my place for an ASCAP? Yes, I would. I would like to come up for an ASCAP. And part of my reasoning is because if the ass is here, then, well, never mind. But the main thing is, hey, I like it, right? Okay, so ASCAP popped into my head, Or, now, not to offend anybody because I'm not a homophobe, but also ASCAP kind of sounded like gear giving to a straight guy when he goes into a gay bar. Just a little bit, right? I mean, I'm just saying, hi, I'm straight, I'm coming into the gay bar. You're going to need an ASCAP. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right, now, on a serious note, I'm joking. I'm not homophobic. I think we all can agree that somebody that hates somebody else because of who they like, you got fucking issues, right? Okay, so I'm not homophobic, okay? It's funny. It's an ASCAP. I mean, goddamn, that's funny, right? All right, so, or picture this. Picture this. Maybe an ASCAP isn't a good thing. Maybe somebody is really gassy. All right, and I'm picturing a soap opera right now. Okay, I'm picturing a soap opera, and you have, and I'm going to clean up my act here because I realize I'm saying bad words. But all right, so I'm picturing an ASCAP, and it's a soap opera, right? And there's a guy, he's super gassy, and he's here, and he's with a physician, and he's got the coat on, and he says, Mr. Johnson, I've been speaking with a team of physicians about your gas problem. I've been speaking with the greatest minds in the business, and frankly, we don't have any idea what the hell's going on with your ass. We're afraid you're going to need an ASCAP, And the guy would react, he'd have to react dramatically, No, I just spoke to, that's how they do on soap operas, right? No, I just spoke to my stepsister. She said, Mr. Johnson, she's the one that recommended that you would get the ASCAP. So, all right, I'm not going to speak about ASCAPs anymore. But what a great word. They didn't mean it when they made the sign. Some guy was printing this stuff. ASCAP, it sounds like a good idea. But I got to tell you, I think it's like possibly the greatest word ever made, ASCAP. I want to go buy one. All right, one last ASCAP thing. Where would you get an ASCAP? I'm kind of picturing, no joke, a place that would sell something like this. Come on down to Bob's Body Part Caps. That's right, we got all kind of caps. We got every type of cap you would like. We got ass caps, elbow caps, knee caps, tit caps. We got them all. But the best thing is the ass cap. Buy 2 ass caps, get a nipple cap free. So it popped in my head. All right, so I actually came here tonight to talk about nature, so I'm going to get back on there he goes off on a tangent. What the hell is he doing? All right, so I'm going to get back on what I was saying. Meanwhile, I'll make the Hall of Justice. All right, so nature. That's what I say when I get off on a track. But nature. I've been thinking about nature recently, and let me tell you why. There's so many cool lessons to learn from nature. We're so different than the other insects and animals that we're just like drastically different. I came home, and none of this may be funny, but it was funny to me, so I have to say it. I came home, and the past couple of weeks, and there was ants on my counter, little tiny black ants that couldn't possibly hurt any living creature, right? But they were on my counter, and I didn't want them to be there, so I killed them. I killed them with my hand, right? I had a thumb. I was like, and the ants, they didn't want to be killed. No kidding. As soon as I started killing the first couple, I guess they talked to each other, little things on their heads, but they were like, oh God, run! It's a big dog, run! And they were running around. So I killed them all, right? I got rid of them. of them. So the next day, I come home from a hard day at work, and there are more ants on my counter. So once again, I'm like Hiroshima, I'm like, and the ant's like, oh God, it's a big thumb, run. I'm killing them. So you would think, they'd get the lesson, right? I come back the third day, once again, there are ants upon my counter. And at that point, I started thinking how different they act than we act. Because if I'm an ant, the third day, I'm not going back no matter what, okay? I picture, seriously, if we were all ants, and there was some more of us, there were ants, right? And some of us said, listen, we're going over the hill, we're going to try and find sugar and food. And we said, okay, good. And they walked over the hill, and they never came back, right? Now the second day, there would be some brave, there's men, I see men in the audience, manly men, that would want to go check on. Let me be clear, I'm not one of the manly men. I am the stay back and comfort the widows and women men, okay?
Amen.
But I cheer you guys on. Let me say that. I go on, we're right behind you. Heroic, God, you're incredible. I'm going to stay back here, make sure everything's okay. All right, so the second group, we got to check on them, and they'd go over the hill, and it's the second day, so they'd go over the hill, and they say, we got to look for this. And they wouldn't come back, right? Because of the big thumb, right? And then if I'm an ant, and I got them little things on my head, right? And the next day, the ants come to me and they go, Sean, 2 groups have gone. I'm going to go, look, I'm not going. I don't give a damn. It can be the best sugar and garbage cans in the whole wide world. I'm not going over there. But you have to understand, we're ants. I'm going to have the little things on my head. I'm like, no, I'm not going. I don't give a damn. And I think most ants would be that way if we had kind of human. So that's my, I did have, sorry, I had one last thought about ants, okay, because what I did is I put a bunch of bleach down, and they didn't come back, which makes sense, right? If I came around the corner and there was a bunch of town was covered with bleach, I'm like, damn, I don't want to go there, right? So they didn't come back, but I was thinking, and maybe some of you guys know insects would know this work. I was thinking, instead of if I killed them all, if I killed one, but I didn't crush his body, I just, and I killed him, right? But he still had a little body, and I was thinking if I went to Kinko's and made a little tiny sign, like this big, and hung it around his little ant neck and said, other ants, if you come here, I'm going to blow your ass up with my big thumb. Maybe they wouldn't come back, So maybe I wouldn't have to use the bleach. I don't know if it would have worked. I don't know. But they didn't come back, so I didn't have to try it. Okay, all right, so nature. I got to tell you guys, I was thinking about nature, all right, and this popped into my head the other day. It's not going to make sense to most of you, but some of you, it may make sense to. I had this idea in my head, right? I've seen this a million times, and this is the first time I ever really watched this. I got out of my car. I have trees around my yard. And I got out of my car, and there was a squirrel there, right? So when I got out of the car, he looked at me, and he did this. I'm not making it up. He turned real fast, and he turned around, and we've all seen this a million times. He turned around, and he ran up the tree full speed. And then he ran down the limb, and the limb was sinking, and he jumped from that limb to another limb. This is like a death-defying jump, like 20 stories for us, right? And he jumps limb to limb, and he runs across another tree and limbs and tree and limb, and comes down another tree on the other side of the yard. In seconds, right? And he's standing over there eating like a walnut, looking at me. So I told you that to tell you this, right? I was thinking about how cool that would be if some of my friends came to visit me, and they were coming to pick me up for a football game or something, and they were like, come on out, come in the car. And if I could look at them and say, hey, listen, I have to get a snack back from the house, and this isn't going to make any sense, but I was thinking, if I could do what that squirrel did, the look on their face, literally, if I could say, you guys hang on, and if I could turn and run up the tree, and run from tree to tree, and run full speed and go from tree to tree to tree to limb, and then slide down the tree and be sitting on the other side of the yard. A couple minutes later, the look on their face, I slowed down, and I was eating a nut, and I was like, did you guys want some? And I had this picture of their face sitting there going, damn, where'd you say you know this guy from? Looking at me. So I don't know. It was just my little thought about nature. It made no sense, but to me, funny as hell. These things are jokes that I'm telling you. You gotta laugh at them. That's the way it works. Ha ha ha! Here, I'll help you out. All right, so I'm just beating you to the punch. All right, so I still have time, right?
2 minutes.
All right, 2 minutes. I'm glad you're not deaf, but I've only have 2 minutes. I have one last thought on nature, and hopefully you guys will enjoy this more than you did my squirrel thing. Okay. Yes, you have to laugh. Damn, that's what it's all about. So anyhow, anyhow, I had this other picture in my head of what we could learn from nature. And there is some cool stuff in nature. There are composure we can learn. I'm going to tell you guys an animal that has more composure than anything you've ever imagined. That's a zebra. Okay, zebra. And I know some of you guys looking, what the hell is this guy talking about? He's high. No, not for another hour. No, that's just a joke. Okay, so I was thinking of Rebel with the Prozac song. I haven't tried that one yet. That's just a joke. But I'm willing to. But anyhow, all right. So okay. So back to the zebras. There we go. Meanwhile, the whole justice. So zebras have this incredible composure, right? And if you ever watch the specials, this is what they do. The zebras will sit there. There'll be a group of zebras, and they're drinking water. They're minding their business, right? And a lion will come out and attack them. And they'll kill one or maybe. And the zebras, they take off running. Oh, run! There's a zebra! Run! Right? And they run like a mile, and they stop and drink water. Okay, and that seems like a lot to us, right? But they're zebras. That's like the equivalent of if something bad happened if I ran to the little pub on the corner. Okay, it's not far, and they run to the end of it. And they stop and they drink water. They're like, oh man, lion, and then they go back to drinking water, right? And they're all calm and collected. And if a lion attacks them, they run back to the same old water hole. They drink water and they go, lion, damn, run, and they run back and they drink water. So I told you that to tell you this. I was thinking, sorry, I got on a tangent there. I was thinking if we had that composure, picture this, okay? That would be the equivalent of if we were sitting here and a serial killer came from the back, right? And he killed someone in the back. They stabbed him. We all, we'd be scared, right? A serial killer, right? And we'd go, oh, damn, run for our life. And like if we ran to the pub and we stopped and got a beer, you know what I'm saying? It'd be that short, okay? And then, we'd, oh, God, a serial killer. And we drink our beer, we'd be sitting there. And then the serial killer, not realizing that we had the confidence and composure of a zebra, he'd come up there and kill someone else. And we would have the composure to turn around and like run back here and get ice cream. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, damn! Oh, I got a serial killer. Man, that rocky road, that's some good stuff. That's unbelievable composure. As humans, we don't have that. I gotta tell you, we don't have that. We're so bad that if a police officer pulled up, didn't arrest anybody, didn't do nothing, just turned his flashing red light on, we would be fucking spellbound for like 45 minutes. Zebras get attacked by lions. We'd be sitting there going, holy cow, that thing that's going around and around, it's red. I don't know, we should talk about it for like 45 minutes. I said, what's he doing? I don't know, but it's got a light, it's amazing. So we would be, and these guys are getting attacked by zebras. The zebras are getting, he blew his bit, right? Back up, like I didn't do that. Okay, no, they're getting attacked by lions. They got attacked by zebras. That make no sense, because they are zebras, right? So, I don't know. He's talking so fast. What the hell is he saying? So no. But if they were attacked by lions, you know what I'm saying? That would, and they got their composure. So that is my spew on composure and everything else. I want to thank you guys very much for paying attention to me and not throwing anything very hard up here. Thank you very much.